We examine Jill and Giselle's cruel power moves now. Last year on October 14th, here's how we opened the show. If you're thinking, let's say, of putting an addition on your house, maybe renovating your kitchen, would you trust John Fetterman to review the bids and negotiate with the builders? And for that matter, would you trust Joe Biden to hire the best team to get the job done? Now, if the answer to those questions is no, and I imagine it is for most of you, then neither man is really capable of serving as a U.S. Senator or the U.S. President. At least not without a lot of people making decisions for him. And of course, this is exactly what's happening in both cases.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and you can never accuse people like Laura Ingraham of caring about the average American or any of their suffering, and she's here to prove just that. As we all knew it would happen when Senator John Fetterman took the necessary steps to protect his mental health, the right wing ganged up on him and has been attacking him ever since his stroke last year.
Now here we are, 4 months later, sadly vindicated, wondering how two women closest to sick men in declining health can even live with themselves. Both Jill Biden and Giselle Fetterman know better than anyone how unfit to serve their husbands are. Now, as bad as both men have looked and sounded at various times to the rest of us, imagine how bad they are behind closed doors.
But of course, what Fox News show would it be if they didn't have one woman calling other women evil and blaming them for the world's problems? In this case, Ingraham is going to do that good old mental gymnastics and accuse both Jill Biden and Giselle Fetterman of pushing their husbands into positions of power that they just can't have them refuse. The irony of Laura Ingraham pretending that compassion means anything to her is insane. She works for Fox News, one of the cruelest networks in the nation, and the network that supported the world's biggest crybaby bully, Donald Trump, so much so that they wound up in a lawsuit over it.
But, of course, these women lie to themselves, and then they lie to us.
How will this episode affect the campaign and his upcoming schedule?
And as soon as he's back, he'll be back in the trail. I don't think it's going to affect it.
The president's campaign this week released an ad just really attacking your husband's cognitive abilities.
It's ridiculous. I mean, Joe's on the phone every single minute of the day.
But I guess the allure of power is too great for compassion and common sense in these cases, because these women are pushing their men beyond their limits. Not out of a devotion to their constituents, but due to these women's own desire for political power and prestige.
Also, notice Laura Ingraham never once mentioned Melania Trump in her little soapbox there. If the women in politics are so powerful and working behind the scenes as the masters of their partners, then why didn't Melania Trump stop January 6th? Or Trump breaking any laws and taking home classified documents? Oh, that's right. When it's a Republican, their talking points go out the window. Yeah. We can also be pretty sure that Fox's hatred for Giselle Fetterman is because she's a woman of color. And we all know their hatred for Biden is just baked into the monologues no matter the topic. But did you catch that inability to pass along that quote, compassion, Laura is so concerned about? John Fetterman is receiving treatment for depression, and people like Laura at Fox News just couldn't wait to jump in and attack him and the people around him because, unlike some of us, they actually don't know the true definition of compassion or how to be decent human beings. So let's break this down for Laura, shall we? I know her and other right-wing monsters don't understand basic empathy, but we'll spread the message here. You don't have to go through it for you to have compassion or to empathize with the suffering of another person. You don't even have to like the other person to not want them to suffer. Yet, here you are, Laura, taking in fat checks from Fox News while you kick someone when they are down. Such good American Christian values you have there. Oh, by the way, Laura Ingraham is worth $40 million according to some sources. So I would venture to say that if she ever had a health issue or had to miss work, she would be just fine. Hopefully one day some of you right-wingers will learn that people like her do not care about people like you. And being a parrot for the Republican Party just pays her insane salary, nothing else. Don't expect any shred of human decency from the likes of Ingraham or anybody at Fox News. Because if it pays them to do it, they will kick you back down after you show the strength to get back up, and that's an absolute fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.